1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men have been a victim of domestic violence in their lifetime. The number of women killed by a current or former male partner added up to nearly double the soldiers' lives lost in Afghanistan and Iraq in the past 10 or more years. Vicky Sue Crum, a survivor of domestic battery, suffered a tumultuous relationship with her ex-husband Roger Rapp. At Grundy County's Take Back the Night event on October 4th, Crum shared her miraculous story of when she was savagely beaten by Rapp one night in DeKalb County, Tennessee, back in 2004.
He was driving down country roads, holding me tight to him. He started to bash my head into the dashboard. My head hit the rearview mirror and it broke. He slammed on the brakes. I fell to the floor. He took the rearview mirror and started hitting me with it and yelling at me and said, "Look what you did." As he pulled me back, I grabbed him up by the waist and begged him to just let's go home. He said he couldn't because he didn't want anybody to see me the way I looked.
Vicky's nose was eventually broken and she was knocked unconscious following a continued assault with the rearview mirror.
When I woke up, I had no idea where I was or where I was going, but I was most certain that I was going to die that night. He continued to beat me. I can remember being pulled up by my hair 3 or 4 times from the floor of the car. I can remember him waking me up at this lake area where they launch boats. I can remember him telling me, "This is our resting place." He said he was going to stab me and throw me in the lake and then take his life. I was numb. I realized my life was over. I felt nothing, no pain.
After suffering a horrendous attack, Vicky's nightmare was about to be over.
All of a sudden, 2 police squad cars surrounded us. I remember the police officer opening my door, looking at me and swallowing hard. I couldn't respond. I couldn't open my mouth to answer the officer's questions. The officer finally asked me if I had any kids or someone that they could call. At the hospital, my daughter didn't recognize me. The doctor said just 5 more minutes or 1 more blow to the head or to the face could have put me in a coma or maybe killed me. I was bleeding internally. Blood was coming out of my nose, my eyes, and my ears. I had a broken nose. Both of my eyes were swollen shut. And my shoulder was pulled out of socket. I still have these lasting injuries and health issues to this day. I still remember the little things he did and said to me, but I am a survivor.
Rapp was arrested for aggravated assault and spent 3 years in the Tennessee Department of Corrections. He has also been in and out of prison numerous other times. Meanwhile, Grundy County had 83 offenders charged with domestic violence in 2016, which is an increase from the 69 the previous year. During the Take Back the Night ceremony, 83 balloons were released into the air to show support for the victims.
In conclusion, if you know someone who is a victim of domestic violence, please do not ask them why they stay. Rather, ask them, what can you do to help? That's a very important tip. It takes an entire community's efforts to effectively fight this quiet epidemic.